Big shout out to our sponsor, Iowa Floor Covering, and their Tough Core Click Together flooring. We've been touting that for a long, long time, but they'll get you covered for whatever project you have going on in your house. Maybe it's a carpet or tile shower project. Give them a call, 515-379-7000. That's 379-7000, or visit iowafloorcovering.com. Thank you to Iowa Floor Covering down in Bondurant.
I think Kashin pretty much nailed the breakdown of this game. I think it's really like I need to go back and watch it just to make sure, but like, man, it was accurate from like Poa, like Tony talked about, to the bunnies inside the LSU missed, which they missed a lot of. And
I'm putting Angel Reese in that ball screen. That's why Haley Van Lith was getting cooked.
Absolutely.
No help.
We played a dominant paint team tonight, and they shot 39% from the floor. We could talk about how a team that had 23 offensive rebounds scored 14 second chance points, which is terrible. We could talk about how genuinely worried all of us were after the 25-9 LSU run in the first and second quarter, because that scared me. I was sweating bullets at that point. And we could talk about how our Iowa Hawkeyes responded by winning the next 13 minutes of the game 39-18 after that run. 39-18 after the 25-9 run. So those things are all relevant, but Caitlin Clark just took a team that went to the Final Four one time in 50 years. Iowa basketball has been around for 50 years this year, and this program has been to the Final Four one time before her. It's now been there twice with her, courtesy of last year averaging 32-10 in the tournament. That's what she averaged for the whole tournament last year from start to finish. 32-10. That's just ridiculous. Absolutely insane. And she follows that up by dropping a 40-piece in the biggest game of the year that, like, I don't know if you guys were, like, following SportsCenter and, like, social media and everything. Like, they covered this game, ESPN did and Fox, like an NBA Finals game.
Yeah.
Like, the coverage was very, very similar to the way that they would cover an NBA Finals game or a Super Bowl or anything like that. Like, it was crazy to watch. Like, they were on First Take. They were on Undisputed. They were on, like, the top of the hour at SportsCenter. Like, it's just incredible to see the game that was built up and how they marketed this game. It was unbelievable. Angel Reese, 7 of 21 from the field, 3 of 8 from the free throw line, and 1 of 10 in the second half. And she got bothered by the backup center of a team that everyone said was unathletic.
She was.
If you are that great player and that game changer that you say you are, that cannot happen. If you are who you say you are, you can't show up in that game and shoot 1 of 10 in the second half guarded by Addison O'Grady. You just can't. And Haley Van Lith, I know you said you felt bad for her, Kashin.
I did.
She couldn't hit water if she fell out of a boat. It was ridiculous.
I felt bad.
She joined the reigning and defending national champions, all to lose to the same team in the Elite Eight again. And she loses to Caitlin Clark in the Elite Eight. Last year, she loses to Caitlin Clark in the Elite Eight, and Caitlin drops 41, 12, and 10 on her head. And this year, she loses to Caitlin Clark again, and she drops 41, 12, and 7 on her head. So, I don't know. Is she just done? Like, she's got to be done playing Caitlin. She can't play against Caitlin anymore because she just got 2 41-piece.
Well, she ain't. She done. Caitlin gone. So,
I know. She can't ever see Caitlin on any basketball court ever again because she's going to have PTSD 30 years from now watching Caitlin Clark play. And Kim Mulkey. It takes a special kind of person to stick. What is Haley Van Lith? 5'7", 5'6"?
Something like that.
It takes a special kind of person to stick that Haley Van Lith on the greatest player maybe in the history of the game for like 60% of the game. Like, she was on Caitlin most of the game. Like, I don't care if you think, like, that post-game comment about nobody can guard Caitlin. It was like she almost said basically, like, nobody can guard Caitlin, so we might as well not try. Like, we might as well just guard everybody else. Like,
that's what I got.
You're gonna get 40. You're gonna get 40 on your head. Like, you're just asking for it. And, like, I understand that, like, moving somebody else onto her would have had bad matchups in other places. I don't care. You can't. That's so disrespectful to a great player to put that person on. Like if the Miami Heat put Mario Chalmers on Steph Curry back in the day, or like whoever, Matthew Dellavedova was a good defender, but like if they put somebody like that was like a below average defender on somebody like a Steph Curry, and they were like, Steph Curry's unguardable, so we might as well guard everybody else. What would everybody say? Like, that's just stupid. Like, you're just
I'm
asking
sure
for
when
what you
Caitlin saw her on her, she was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was licking her lips. Barbecue chicken. Like, she was like, you know what? If I was Caitlin, I'd be looking at Kaylee Van Lith and I'd be thinking, are you serious? Like, it's going to be this easy? Really? Like,
I don't know what they were
if you were her, you'd be all over it. You'd be so excited. But anyways,
yeah,
it takes a special coach to put Haley Van Lith on the greatest player of all time. And I'll say this: I bet she wishes she had Alexis Morris now instead of Haley Van Lith. I bet she wishes she had Jasmine Carter now instead of Haley Van Lith.
Earlier, Michael, the slow motion replay of Cece after draining a 3-point into commercial. In the background, you see Mulkey screaming for a travel is so appropriate.
I missed that one.
I just thought that the moment of the game, Kashin, the moment that summed up the entire night, was when Angel Reese committed her 5th foul, and as a result, fouled out of the game. And you have Kim Mulkey with her patented twisted up look on her face, screaming in dire agony because she knew at that moment she screwed up. She knew at that moment it was over. It was done. She was cooked. That was a beautiful moment.